So here's an author that I don't think I ever had to mention the name because if I recall correctly, I started naming the authors like in 2100s, or at least near to that, because I don't remember saying the name for this one. So We're Quite Fahrenheit is the next author, and this is the last one of their works that we get to read, which is yeah. No, all I can say to that is it was a pleasure to read your work. We're Quite. The last one that we read of yours, which was a while ago, 600 SCPs ago to be exact, was 2054. 2054. That is a good one. That is a good one. I believe it is the one where you have a clone of, well, not a clone, but like a doppelganger of yours, and you both know exactly the same thing. The whole story was that like one of the researchers got a doppelganger, and then both of them were the SCP and the researcher were like contained because they couldn't know which one is the real one, and they just contained them for I think like 2 decades. Like they kept him like contained for quite some time. That one was a really good one to read. So We're Quite Fahrenheit. You have a really good like. Also, like the previous one, the Imaginary Library, which was 1986, was that endless tunnel of books. And I believe each book was like was not actual book that we have. It was like a jumble of books. It was like yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but it was basically like books that like were close to the books that we have, but also a lot of it was like fiction. Well, like a lot of books are fictional, but you know what I mean. Like the authors weren't real, the story wasn't actually published or anything like that, but it was like an endless tunnel of just books. I want an endless tunnel of books, but real ones. Yeah. No, it's a really cool concept. And I also like the thumbnail that I have of that. But yeah, so We're Quite Fahrenheit. What I want to say with this is, if you see this video, I really did enjoy your works. I think I had a really good time, especially with those two. I'm not gonna go down it. I'm not gonna do that all the time of going like down the list of SCPs they wrote if we reach the last one, but I did want to do that for you because you've written 5 SCPs, and I just wanted to give it a little bit more attention here because it is the last one, and I will probably do that off and on, depending on how many SCPs. I think I will always like mention the last 2, because then we have like 3 SCPs that we remember of you to go down, to say goodbye and thank you for your work. Which the story that We're Quite Fahrenheit wrote for this one is called The Hoof Diary. So hoof, like I assume like the hoof from a horse, maybe? Euclid. Special containment procedures. SCP-2661 has not been contained, but efforts are ongoing to identify the source of its manufacture. Dash Alpha is contained on site at this location, 10 kilometers south of Ames, Iowa. Man, we really are getting a lot of the American SCPs recently, aren't we? It is also just funny to think about, like, if Steph joined us like a month ago, that would not have been the case. Because that's when we didn't get a lot of the American ones. Land and construction were seized on the eminent domain using the cover story that they represent a biological hazard requiring quarantine. Level 2 security is to be maintained. Beta is at large and presumed active. I swear I had nothing to do with it. Henry, what do you think? He says you have nothing to do with it. I believe. Description: SCP-2661 is an illegal street drug known variously as Asterion, Zesna, and Tojkev. SCP-2661 began surfacing in late 2014 in Asia Minor and has since made its way north to North Africa, Europe, and North America. Street-level dealers have proven useless in discovering its source. Even under strenuous interrogation, they have proven ignorant of how they came into possession of it. Tissue samples have revealed that they have been administered amnestics in the past 90 days. Interesting. So not only do they have like a lot of like street drugs apparently in them, but also amnestics. Don't you dare bring that sweet man into this. Oh, he's on your side. Steph, did you let lose the SCP, American SCPs? Just joking. I cannot confirm or deny. Yeah, no, I'm aware, Henry. I'm aware. I'm just joking now. Typically smoked SCP-2661. Typically smoked. Smoking! The SCP-2661 behaves as a psychedelic and stimulant, producing a very short-lasting experience typified. I just now realized I forgot to do something. Let me do that real quick. Oh god, come on now. You're hiding. Okay, first of all, gotta do this so that people can actually hear in case we have any audio stuff. Pronunciation. Typified. Okay. British?
Typified.
Typified. Not sure that doesn't. Not sure if that's actually correct, but typified. Okay. Okay. Typified by a feeling of euphoria accompanied by vivid hallucinations. SCP-2661 is highly addictive with a dependence potential comparable to heroin. Spectrographic analysis has proven contradictory and inconclusive. Of note is the unusual degree of agreement between users of the drug in the kinds of imaginary experienced. Highly recursive geometries marked by proliferating angles and avenues. After using the drug, even for a short time, the desire to recall these experiences become pronounced, typically leading users to attempt elaborate, highly detailed reproductions. Failure to yield to these compulsions when, for instance, confined or under medical care, produces a sharp sense of anxiety or dread. Amnestics have proven only partially successful in addressing these symptoms. The obsessional effect, sorry, mouse was in the way, so I thought it was a C. For some reason. The obsessional effects are distinct from the more conventional physical withdrawal produced when the drug itself is unavailable. Those have proven amenable to conventional addictions therapies, in example counseling, 12-step programs, ayahuasca, etc. Roughly 1 in 1,000 users suffer an atypical reaction. This group is characterized by difficulty achieving REM sleep, a manic concentration, and almost Seven-like ability to recall and articulate the drug experience. I don't need sleep, I need to recreate! This group is at great risk of dying due to sleep deprivation and exhaustion motivated by the desire to work on the reproduction without interruption. A Hoof diary. So why is it called that though? Recovery log Alpha, one of such reproductions, spans over 70 acres of farmland. Oh yeah, I mean, no wonder it takes forever. No wonder. If it takes 70 acres of farmland, then you have to be like, I gotta redo it. It consists of intricate alleyways and corridors constructed with ad hoc materials such as plywood, cardboard, stones, sheeting, and other detritus. The owner of the farmland, a Mr. James, appears to have built it over the course of 100 days. Local authorities became concerned for the man's well-being, but no action was taken as he appeared lucid and cheerful when questioned and appeared to pose no danger to himself or others. He maintained that, being of advanced age, he had decided to devote that time he had left to an artistic endeavor that might outlive him. Foundation agents interceded when reports surfaced that his butcher remains had been discovered by a census taker. What the hell? Footage recovered from the surveillance cameras on the property showed that on September 8th, 2015, a boviform human... What the fuck is a boviform? Boviform is an adjective meaning shaped like an ox. That's a very specific. It describes something that resembles or has the form of an ox or cattle. Oh. The term is derived from the Latin word bos, ox, combined with the suffix form. Oh, okay. Well, we learned something. Humanoid emerged from the construction. But wait, a boiform humanoid. So it looks like. So it looks like an ox or cattle, but it's humanoid. Okay, emerged from the construction. The entity classified beta, then consumed Mr. Over the course of several hours, Mr. put up no resistance, though he appeared to in great pain. What the f- What is happening? Wait, we know. I know.
What the hell is this?
Because absolutely, what the hell is this? After he expired, the entity dug a makeshift grave and deposited his remains in it. It then knelt beside the grave for a period of 45 minutes, after which it fled. Foundation agents discovered that the construction walls bore marks made in blood, apparently measured out at regular intervals with the remains of Mr. Intestines. The purpose remains unknown. This went from like, yeah, we just get high, and then we see something and we want to recreate it as, and if we don't, we die out of sleep deprivation, to like summoning some weird demon. Entity in question has not been sighted since. Well, you better fucking find it. Foundation, you better find it. Okay. I don't want some humanoid Bowie form fuck running around just like, let me just eat you. Further review of Mr. remains revealed a symbol engraved in his skull. Its significance is unknown. Is it like a hoof? The following are excerpts recovered from Mr. Mr. diary. So here we go, the Hoof diary. Which is, ooh, that's quite a lot. Okay. I feel bad. I'm making Steph go through so many different horrific things. First we got SCP, that's all well, all this stuff, and then Binding of Isaac. And then like emotionally I'm also putting them in a very like just like the emotional whiplash that Steph is having with me right now must be insanely high. April 29th, and the Mediterranean missed most of all. I shouldn't have waited so long. April is the perfect month before the heat becomes exhausting. I always remember the kindness of my Moroccan hosts. I was touched by the parcel they gave me. As promised, I didn't open it till I got home. Beautiful figurines, fresh dates. Oh, dates are delicious. Maccabi mint tea. Ooh, in the book I'd said I admired. A first edition of The Sheltering Sky. How funny of the teenager to include some kif. Is it funny though? Is it? That kif might not be that great, my brother. I suppose I could have gotten some attention from the TSA. That's the advantage of old age. Nobody looks twice at a 74-year-old man. I must remember to write them a thank you note. Maybe I'll try the kif this weekend. I haven't smoked cannabis in 30 years. I wonder when I'll find the time to go back. May 5th. That was a nasty surprise. God damn him. Whatever I smoked was for Christ's sake not kif. I tripped for 24 hours. Still coming down off it. The visuals were intense. They're still running through my mind. I really like this SCP. What about you? I'm not done reading yet. Slow down, we're not done yet. May 7th. If I had to actually live off the land, I'd starve. I can't even keep the modest vegetable garden in shape. Not sure of what the locals must make of me. A city dweller retiring to a farm. Still can't get any writing done. I'm still messed up from the kif, which so far 3 days have passed. May 9th. I still can't work. I can't get the hallucinations out of my head. So intricate. Like Cupid's Mandela. Fathomless. Defiant of characterization. I've been trying to paint them. See if I can just get them in front of me on canvas. May 13th. Felt strange. Sharper. My sleep's been off. Don't seem to need as much of it anymore. Probably age. painting is glorious. Discovering more and more about the vision as I get more of it down. I'm amazed how well I can remember it. Not like the experiences I had on LSD in college, so intricate, so definite. Interesting how we got the word definite twice now. We had them with SCP-2660 and now we have it with 2661. May 14th, when I had a revelation. I've been confusing figure and ground. Must abandon the canvas in favor of some concrete attempt. A sculpture maybe. Never thought I had an inclination for this. I guess the Moroccan teenager knew what he was doing. Must remember to write them that note. May 19th. For this first time since I started this, I took a break. Worked 12 hours straight. Went to bed, but woke up a few hours later, unable to go back to sleep. I don't know why. I don't know why I was so anxious. I can't keep up this pace. Maybe try to do some writing instead. May 22nd. It felt awful. I had a picnic over at the stream and couldn't relax. Felt like I was being watched. Dreadful. All that seems to relax me is revisiting the vision. I'm not sure if I am going mad or not. Good thing there was so little kiff. I find I have been craving it. June 1st. A lot of time. That's the longest time so far. Actually, no. The longest time was probably between... nah, probably equally long then. Haven't had much time to write. I'm exhausted. Forgot to buy the groceries, we'll have them delivered. I need lumber. A lot of it. I'll try at the dump tomorrow. We have to hire some summer kids to help. A reminder of Richard's Dreyfuss in Close Encounters. Or Kevin Costner in Field of Dreams. But I'm not worried. Shouldn't I be worried at not... shouldn't I be worried at not being worried? That was strange. I just went... I don't know why, I just thought I heard something. Sorry guys. That was strange. I just went blank there for about an hour. Not sure where I went. Came to the realization. While I'm working towards my writing... While I'm working towards my writing... Oh, okay. My novels have meant nothing to no one. The trivial. Puerile. Meretricious. This is my true work. This will be my testament. June 17th, hired 24 kids last week from high school that the principal recommended. Told them I'm working on our project. They're good kids and work hard. I give them lunch and they seem happy. It's going well. I am content. I seem normal. July 28th, had a visit from a councilman. He brought a police officer. Probably a good idea to show my face around town once in a while. Spread some money around and buy some goodwill. While I talked to them and served them coffee, I felt like I was existing on two tracks at once. On track 1, I'm general, make self-effacing, what? Effacing, okay. Make self-effacing jokes. Respond disarmingly to their concerns. On track 2, I am dreaming awake. The vision accompanies me there, overlaid on the dull faces like a veil. The veil again! I'm a bird of prey. I will leap from the sky and hear their features from the skulls, never once interrupting their childish prattling, their inanities. It's strange living as two people at once. One, a mask worn to keep the profane world at bay, and beneath the mask a resolute countenance, contemplative, patient, awaiting instructions from the divine. It's very interesting how more time passes, the more he talks like in a more... How would you say this? Really like grandiose type of speaking. Like he went from like, oh, I was so lovely being with my Moroccan caretakers and the teenager. Oh, he gave me some kiff. What a silly little person to like immediately go like, I have one task that has been granted me by the Lord himself. You know what I mean? The way they speak has like changed the more time has passed. August 10th, I had a glorious dream last night. Hadn't thought of these things since I abandoned the church as a kid. In it, Christ appeared to me. He gave me the sweetest, kindest smile. He said that I will be with him soon. He had traveled so far and underwent such hardships, such weariness. I knew what I must do. I carved pieces from my flesh and served them to him. I opened my veins and let him drink. The ritual of communion is prideful, backwards, peasant ramblings. How could we imagine eating of his flesh and drinking of his blood? Blasphemous hubris. We must do the offering, that we may live forever in him. September 4th, it's almost done. I've let the kids go, with generous bonus and my sincere gratitude. The rest I can do on my own. It will be soon now. I can smell him in my dreams. The stench of his flanks, the sweat from his hide. I can see his sweet, kind smile before me, his wide smile. May he deign to accept my humble offering. May I be his succor. His succor? Oh, susa? There's a lot of words today that I never had to say out loud.
Sucker.
Okay, yeah, sucker. May I be his... What does it mean, though? Relief, aid, help. Oh. And his sustenance, may I kneel before him and serve him always. His morsel, his sweet meat, his consort, his bride, his and hoof maiden. Kazabon, hey, welcome. You just missed two SCPs, but nothing. Well, glad you're here. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Now, that is some interesting effects of smoking some drugs. That is very okay, interesting. I did not expect that at all. I did not expect that at all. That like so it seems like whatever they want to recreate is definitely some sort of ritual, right? They get like a drug trip that is a ritual. You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Midsummer. It reminds me of Midsummer because like that also started off with drugs, and drugs was like a big role throughout the whole movie. And then like rituals and like and all that stuff. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Which I assume like you may have heard about that movie a little bit. If not, it's fine. But it's like it does take place in Sweden. Sorry, I was busy, but yes, you have been putting me through some emotional whiplash between these South of Midnight Man of Asa in the first 2 episodes of the anime. I'm sorry, but that's what happens when you deal with a nerd that has decided to like, I need to dip my toes in everything. Oh my god, fuck off, bots. Okay, hold on. First of all, let me copy this insanity. Okay, while that's happening, I'm gonna add that sentence to the bot ban sentence. Hopefully, I mean at the end I still see it, which is super annoying, but you guys won't see it, which it won't ruin for you then. Silver, you're a little bit of the way. I need to please. Where is it again? Moderation, I believe. Block terms and phrases. Yes, please. Add a phrase. Add. There. Yeah. Add that to the phrase now. So let's see. Let's hope that deals with them a little bit more in the future. So what we have here? Yeah, sorry, I was busy with school, but I'm in vacation now, so I have more free time. Awesome. Awesome. But don't worry about being busy, by the way. I absolutely understand.